want more of you. I need more of you. I want more of you. Need more of you. More of you. More of you. Come on, lift your voice and sing. I want more.
Want more of you.
I need more.
Need more of you.
More of you, Lord. I want more of you, Lord.
Want more of you.
I need more.
Need more of you.
I want more of you, Lord. Yes, I do.
Want more of you.
I need more.
Need more of you.
More of you. More of you.
More of you.
Oh, I need him. Oh, I need him. Oh, I need him more. Oh, I need him. Oh, I need him more. I need him so. Every day of my life, I need him. Yes, I do. Yes, I
I
do.
need him. Oh, I need him so.
Wave your hand if you need the Lord. Yes, I do.
Need him. Oh,
This is my cry.
need him. Oh,
Yes, I need you, Lord. Every day of my life, I need him. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I need him. Oh, I need him so.
Wave your hand if you need the Lord. Yes, I do.
I need him. Oh,
This is my
I
cry.
need him. Oh,
Yes, I need you, Lord. More of you. More of you, Lord. Come on, everybody, worship the Lord. Yes, I do. I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. Oh, yes, I do. This is my cry. I need you. This is my plea. I need you. Lord, I need you. Lord, I need you. Oh, I need you every second. I need you every day. I need you every hour.
When you clap your hands, all ye people, the foundations say, the heavens hear your cry. Demons flee at the name of Jesus. Lift up your voice. Every mountain, every chain, every stronghold is coming down. Come on, shout. You are awesome, God. You are mighty King. My sword and shield. You are my strength. In this one thing, I am confident. You will fight for me. You are my
Ladies and
defense.
gentlemen, my name is Sergio Argueta and I'm the board chair and founder of Strong Youth Incorporated. We are gathered here as a result of the death or near death of the Nassau County Youth Board as a result of the Nassau County Executive's Edward Magano's youth tax. There was a tax-free revenue that was meant to protect youth services in Nassau County. A youth service system that has been in existence for over 40 years. It serves 50,000 youth and families a year throughout Nassau County, without separating among Democrats and Republicans. Youth board systems that provide services regardless of what your religious affiliation might be, regardless of how much money you make. A youth service that funds a system in which kids are strengthened and provided with resources to better our county. This law was passed in 2009 by then and supported by then Nassau County legislator Edward Magano. These are facts. A couple of months ago, the county executive instituted a youth tax. What we hear from the majority is that we cannot raise the taxes on the people of Nassau County because we pay too much. But what they decided to do was raid this fund that provided these services. They instituted a tax on these revenues. They have said that our children are not worthy. They have said that we do not matter. As a result, we have decided to bring attention to the death and destruction that Nassau County government has declared on the youth in our county. We will not sit by idly as youth in our communities fill these boxes. We will not sit by idly as youth are paraded into these buildings, held on charges. We will not sit by idly as our youth are sentenced to parole and probation. We have a number of speakers today. The first is Razmia Zatar, Z-A-T-A-R. She is the executive director of Strong Youth, who will talk to you for a minute about the devastation this caused to Strong Youth, Inc.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
While I'm saddened for the reason that we're here, I'm excited for the turnout and seeing everybody that has come out to support us. And this is a great message. I'm going to keep this message actually very nice and simple, because it is simple. I want our county executive, Edward Magano, to understand that our community, our organizations, my colleagues, my kids, my staff, everybody that has put hard work and dedication over years and years, we refuse to let this dream die. We refuse to let our kids die. We refuse to let our communities die. And while a lot of our politicians, while a lot of these people that sit in their offices making these decisions think that we do not matter, think that we do not vote, think that we do not care, I want them to know that that is not the truth. And they have chosen to pick a battle, to wage a war on communities that are going to refuse to sit back back and let this happen.
That's right. Yeah.
This is just the beginning. I took over as executive director earlier this year, and I have to say that I was excited. I was super excited. Not only because we had a strong youth had started to service more kids than we had ever in the past 10 years. But we also had a team of staff that were doing wonderful work and were collaborating. There was a spirit that I had not felt in the 7 years that I have been at Strong. And from one day to another, our county executive made a decision that destroyed, that attempted to destroy, actually.
Yes.
That fabric, that spirit that we had built, that momentum that we had built. And I'm actually glad that I caught myself, because I say attempted, because I have staff that I have laid off, and they are here today. They have been waging. And they have vowed to me, they have vowed to our kids, and they have vowed to all of us here that they refuse to give up. And I thank them, and I thank you. Together, we will do this.
We have Thomas Sapp, a gentleman who lost his son due to a number of issues. He's going to talk to you about the impact that youth services had on him and being able to regroup and use this negative experience for a positive.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Thomas Sapp, and I am a father that lost their child in Uniondale in 2007. And I think one of the real things that I want to come out today and speak about is I think we need to stop classifying our politicians as leaders.
Yes.
Politicians are not leaders. Politicians are people that do a job.
Yes.
You may think that it's a little extreme to come out with 2 coffins, but I think that this is extreme.
Yes.
This is my son, Kareem Sapp, who was killed in Uniondale. And for every other parent and every other loved one of all the children that have been lost, this is not extreme.
Yes.
Strong Youth embraced me in 2007 and continues to embrace me. Had it not been for the services that they provided, I probably would have went after the murder of my son. Because he walked around the community for 9 months before he was arrested.
Wow.
Had it not been for agencies like Strong Youth and all the other agencies that were funded, I may not be standing here today.
Yes.
Because in my mind, the first thing I wanted to do was lash out.
Okay.
So I just want to say that when we go into our different communities, we need to be vigilant, and we need to not let this just be a press conference and nothing to follow. We need not to sit down. We need to go wherever we possibly can to give a clear message that our youth must come first.
Yes,
it's not about the adults.
Yes.
It's not about the media.
That's right.
It's not about the papers.
That's right.
It's about our youth. I already lost mine. I already lost mine. There are other parents that already have lost theirs. So I'm really not getting anything for standing up here fighting for these kids except doing the next right thing and continually to try to do the next right thing. So if I can do it, you know what? I expect every adult in this county to do the same thing.
Amaury Sepulveda, can you please come to the middle there? Can somebody put these mics in front of you on the other side? Go ahead. Be careful with this one. Put files 1 over there too. Pass it right over.
Good afternoon. I am very happy for the outcome that we have today. I am one of the reasons why. I'm here. Because when I was 19 years old, I was shot in Hempstead. Not by someone who just dared to face up into my eyes and start shooting. No, this person was in a car, in a moving car, and we never saw a face. We never knew anything about them. When I was dropped in the hospital for 6 months and then following 4 years in a nursing home, the only people that came was the youth services. They were the ones that came with me. They lifted me and they threw me like a bird with new wings. I may not have the ability to walk, but I have the ability to speak up. And I'm speaking with my heart because we need the services to be restored today. Today, not tomorrow. We have kids losing their lives. Yesterday we lost someone. We can't afford to lose anymore. So thank you so much for coming, and please help us restore our youth services.
For those of you who do not know, the Nassau County Youth System came together and fundraised so that this young lady could get her own vehicle, a vehicle that she drove in this procession because she feels she owes it to youth services. Feel free to take pictures of her getting in and out of her vehicle, because the reason it was made possible is because of the youth services in Nassau County. Now she's a graduate in pursuit of a master's in social work. And she has vowed to fight with the Nassau County youth for the Nassau County youth system. I want to bring up two of my colleagues who will talk very briefly about the impact that it's had on them.
Good morning. My name is Andrew Malakoff. I'm the Executive Director of North Shore Child and Family Guidance Center. We've been around since 1953. The sad thing about today, as everyone here fights for survival, is that what we're fighting for is crumbs. We're fighting for crumbs. The not-for-profit sector provides better quality, cheaper services that can be provided by government. And this is only the beginning. We have to continue this fight as we go forward. I would like to read a letter that was sent by my office manager, his name is Kevin McGee, to the county executive, to the committee chair people of the Democratic and Republican Party, and also to his local legislator. The weekend of July 7, 2012 was devastating to me. I had to go to a funeral for a child who was only 16 years old. He died from a heroin overdose. He was doing so well in life, honor roll, and just started enjoying the summer with his father, stepmom, and little brother. He made a horrible mistake, falling to peer pressure, and in turn destroyed hundreds of lives. On the heels of this terrible weekend, I heard you have decided to end some human services and reduce funding for mental health and chemical dependency. This is a double tragedy, an additional pain to my heart. Children need guidance. When programs are cut, there's less of a chance for these kids. We need to have options for our children. These services are vital for keeping young people in school and off the streets and out of costly institutions. Families struggling with children and youth affected by mental disorders, social and emotional problems, and substance abuse need the support they get from these important programs. If I ever needed help from my elected officials, it is now. Please go back to the table and reconsider reinstating the monies to human services and chemical dependency.
Yes!
Nobody should have to see a 16-year-old child in a coffin. I would like to tell his 12-year-old brother he has a place to go for bereavement counseling, but due to the cuts, I'm not sure I would be telling him the truth. Children need a voice. Please be that voice. Children should not suffer because of political games and an unwillingness to work in a bipartisan fashion. Fight on.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ted Levy. I'm the Executive Director of Freeport Pride. The notice that the county is decimating its services to youth at and our funding was being terminated was effective July 6, 2012. Nassau County has decided to close our doors. We have 37 programs throughout Nassau County, funded through the Nassau County Office of Youth Services and providing services to 35,000 county residents. We are after-school programs, youth counseling services, programs for pregnant teenagers, gang prevention programs, programs for runaway youth, youth employment services, juvenile justice services, hotline services for youth contemplating suicide, mentoring services, and much more. All along, all we have asked is for the county to allow us to do our work serving young people. You see, caring about others, particularly our youth, shouldn't be controversial or complex. It's simple, and it's what we do. The people that work in our programs are some of the heroes of this county, and now we know how the county treats its heroes. So our staffs have been sent to the unemployment line, and our young people that we serve have been sent home. And it has been done in the most callous and disrespectful manner. We've been a pawn in county politics for some time. We've been defunded before and then refunded. Cutting programs, threatening to eliminate programs, delaying payments, slow processing of claims and contracts, all characterize Nassau County's relationship with funded youth programs.
You said it.
And despite every effort of youth programs to urge Nassau County to conduct itself in a responsible manner, it doesn't happen. And now, virtually every county youth program has been closed. The county has broken promise after promise to our programs and to our youth, always replacing a broken promise with a renewed promise. But I know that promises don't have to be renewed if they're just kept the first time.
That's right. That's right.
Just one example of how the county has treated the staffs of our program. The folks at the County Office of Youth Services got a termination notice a few weeks back. They haven't given termination notices before, but this time they were told to pack up their desks and leave.
Wow.
The county was discarding them. So they packed up and went home. Then they were told to come back. We're giving you 2 more months of work, then you're fired. How can my county not care about the young person tempted by gangs, or the young person living in a home where there's domestic violence? Or what about the young person trying to stay away from drugs? Or the young person who needs a safe, positive environment after school? Or what about the child thinking about suicide, or being bullied, or contemplating running away? What about the young person who needs a big brother, or an alternative school, or just some guidance with some problems at home or in school? But the county golf courses are beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
The county political mailings are frequent,
Yes. Talk about it.
and the political patronage jobs are solid.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Talk about it.
How can our leaders be so misguided? Bring up the current situation to any county official, and they immediately respond by pointing the finger to the other side. Some of them are so well programmed that you think they're reading from a script. But the bottom line of their message is always, blame them, not me.
Yeah.
Considering this, I want to inform you of a development in Nassau County. Nassau County is adopting a new motto. Nassau County putting politics over people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be posted at all county facilities for all to see. It will be a tagline on county stationery. And starting tomorrow, all county telephone operators will be instructed to answer the phone. Nassau County putting politics over people. How can I help you?
Yes.
And when they say, how can I help you, they won't mean it.
Yes.
Leadership is not pointing a finger to the other side of the aisle. Statesmanship is not saying there's nothing I can do, it's their fault. Partisan political leadership is the most shallow and dishonest approach to governance. The Talmud is a collection of Jewish law and tradition. In both the Talmud and in the Quran, there are similar quotations. Paraphrasing, both books say, to save one life is if you have saved the world.
Yes.
Right. That's
Yes.
right.
That's what we do.
Yes.
That's right.
But the Talmud also says, whoever destroys a single life
Yes.
is as guilty as though he had destroyed the entire world.
Yes.
That's what Nassau County is doing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is about awareness. we have 2 coffins with 2 Nassau County flags, resembling what is happening, sort of serving as a metaphor of what is happening to youth in our community. There are members of the clergy among us. They are supporting us. They are on our side. They are on the youth side. They are on the community side. We welcome both the Republicans and the Democrats to join us. These flags will be folded. And on Monday at the legislative meeting, Nassau County Youth Services will be presenting the legislature, each side of that legislature, with one of these flags. Each one take one.
Right.
But today's message is specific for Ed Magano.
Yes.
Ed Magano, we are calling upon you to restore funding for youth services immediately. We are calling for full restoration of every program you have ever defunded. Strong is making a vow in front of all of you today that unless the Nassau County Youth Board staff and Nassau County Youth Board agencies are restored in full, Strong Youth Inc. will not take a dollar from this county. This is about all youth. This is not about specific youth. I call on my colleagues to call into their hearts and in their minds. This is about a united front.
Yes.
We are all Nassau County Youth Board. We are all Nassau County Youth Services. As someone once said, I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
Yes.
My community is taking a stand. We need you. We'll take any questions at this time. Have we made our point? Ladies and gentlemen, these flags will be submitted to the legislature on Monday. On Monday at 1 p.m., there is a legislative meeting. We are asking everybody to be there. I know you work. I know you struggle, but we need you now more than ever. And this is the second step. Mr. Magano, we call you to the table before we get to step 3, 4, and 5, because we got about 10 planned. And it's best that we work together now. Right, Brian Jones? It's best that we work together now. Our community needs healing. We need him to step up and be the leader we elected him to be. Please step up. On Monday, we need you at the Nassau County Legislature. All clergy who are interested in supporting this movement about restoring youth services, we need you to pass this on to your members and your congregants. Let them know they are needed on Monday at 11 a.m. There is a press conference scheduled for all clergy. When I tell you this movement is just getting started, we're just getting started. We're just warming up. Thank you all for your time.